What's going on, guys? YogiZilla here. And, got some music running in the background. We're gonna talk for a little bit. I don't know how long it's gonna be. But some housekeeping. Let me check my little notes here so I don't get derailed completely. I hope everybody is doing well this fine Sunday. So I haven't been streaming as much. You may have noticed that. And I try to address that as much as possible through Twitter, Facebook, and whatnot. Summer is pretty rough because family visiting, kids home, it's hard juggling on a responsibility. Plus, work and stuff you got to do, responsibilities. Being a grown up is hardcore. But yeah, hear myself talk a little better here. So probably the biggest thing on everybody's mind right now, besides the status of my stream, because I don't expect you guys to be thinking about that too much, but I do appreciate those that have been asking. That's really cool. A lot of people have been actually missing me. I was surprised, so appreciate that. And people still donating to PayPal in spite of my inconsistent efforts. So thank you. I'm still staying true to the podcasting stuff, so at least I'm consistent there. But the streaming, not as much, and I apologize for that. Part of it, honestly, also is because I really need to upgrade my computer soon to keep up with the content I'm churning out and the kind of games I'm streaming. Keep the stream quality consistent and offset the fact that my internet's inconsistent. But anyway, what everybody's really thinking about right now is this whole business with Google finally acquiring Twitch. We knew it was gonna happen. The writing was on the wall. Then the rumors started to spread around, and some people feel like, oh, it's a huge corporation. They got tons of money. They're gonna make Twitch amazing. And other people are like, they're gonna ruin Twitch as we know it. And I'm somewhere in the middle. Large corporations, certainly. Hey, look, it is the Gaming Death Podcast theme song. Shout out to you guys. I have a whole random playlist right now of background music, but I probably should have checked that before I added that. But that's cool. Little call back there to our fellows on Geektastic Network. But anyway, certainly large corporations are not infallible. And Google has a track record of acquiring lots of companies, and either they do one of two things. They either really change and evolve, or just switch things up with the company, which could be good or bad, or they just don't do anything with them and let them rot or run themselves autonomously, but usually rot. And I'm worried about it, so I feel like there's urgency right now to really step up my game with Twitch. I'm going to be doing some fundraising for myself and also by extension for the network, so I can keep doing this full time and focusing more on this than anything else. And I really need your help, guys. Not too proud to beg. So right now, geektastic.net/donate are the different ways you can support the network, my channel, and all the efforts thereof, which includes podcasts, equipment upgrades, and eventually being able to do some cash and non-cash incentives for the contributors on our network. But of course, the inherent net value in being a part of a network is growing your audience, and we're doing a really great job with that. We're about to break 300 subscribers via email, which is kind of a big deal because people don't really do email that much anymore. And the fact people are still doing that is pretty awesome. We have tons of followers through WordPress.com and just the overall WordPress ecosystem. People are starting to subscribe to our MailChimp mailing list, which is in the upper right-hand corner of geekyantics.net. Just subscribe there, and then get added to our mailing list. We did have one unsubscribe recently, and it happens because people sometimes do a knee-jerk reaction, subscribe, and then they're like, never mind. But we'll try to get you back. We know who you are. Well, we miss you. And we have over 4,000 likes on Facebook, which usually I'm not a big fan of Facebook, but I know it's still relevant for now. But I see the urgency now with the Google acquisition. The next 3 months, I think, are going to be critical before they do something that's going to change things up. Because usually when Google makes changes to something, they make it great for the people that are already at the top and terrible for everyone else. And that's what makes Twitch so special, is that you don't have to be a 1%er or even a 5%er to thrive. You know, it gives everybody a fighting chance, whether they acknowledge you as, you know, valuable enough to be a partner or not. I think everybody should treat their channel as if you're partnered up, because you can still get partner level results. On the flip side, there's people that are partnered up and they're not really doing great things with the channel, so, and the content kind of sucks. They don't engage their audience, and that's got to be said too. So don't let Twitch tell you what your value is, or Google tell you what your value is. Just keep on the grind. That's what I plan to do. And thanks to Theater Jeff, who's joining our stream team officially. He suggested a lot of things like Choice Chamber, which I finally got thanks to your donations. I got the prototype, and I got access to the beta, which the beta I'm still waiting to get the latest build on. But hopefully with the prototype we can start playing together and doing some stuff there. So crossing my fingers, because I love to have you guys involved, and that's the whole thing. I want to find more ways, new ways of interacting and engaging you guys. And to me, it's not just about what we do during the streams, it's what we take afterwards. We go on the forums, we do game nights. I can't always stream all of them, but they're happening. We've been doing a lot of Dawngate game nights. This past weekend was Dead Island free-to-play weekend, and Dead Island Epidemic was opened up, and I think that's a game that everybody should have jumped on, and should still jump on. You can still buy into the closed beta. It's a fun game. It's a MOBA, but it's a little different. You know, if you like zombie games, you know, zombie survival type things, it's got that action co-op and even the PvP aspects too, if that's your thing. So check out Dead Island Epidemic, and there's a bunch of other games we can play. We should be friends on Steam, and if we're not, add me, Yogizilla. You can see what games I have on my list, on my library, and kind of get a feel for what my rotation is and what I'll be streaming, which includes Goat Simulator. But it's back to the social game. That's the big thing. So Choice Chamber is very interactive. The Twitch chat gets to choose what happens to you. So I'm gonna try to get in touch with the developers of Choice Chamber and try to really spread the word and be kind of like a brand ambassador for them. I think this is an amazing idea. The game, from what I've gotten to play so far, is very responsive. It's not a resource hog. It has a nice polish to it. It has a very high level of production value, I would say, for what we've come to getting to expect from indie games. It looks really nice. And it just felt very responsive. I like that, so I was very happy to see that. So guys, you guys behind Choice Chamber, get in touch with me at Yogizilla on Twitter, and we could, you know, we can help each other out. You know, I would like to be one of the featured channels for your game, and I haven't seen other people playing this game. If we look right now on Twitch, let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find right now being streamed on Twitch. Oh, the LCS being streamed right now. Don't autoplay it. I don't want to autoplay it. Don't forget, guys, Curse of Next Rammus came out for Hearthstone. So make sure you get up on that, because the Arachnic Quarter is free as long as you join during the launch event, which is for a month. So Hearthstone, people have been asking about that. People are actually missing me on the Hearthstone scene. I definitely want to come back to that and stream a lot of that. So we'll do viewer games. I got to catch up on my quests and finish up the Curse of Next Rammus, because I was blowing through it. I only lost once, and I almost finished all of it, but I left like 2 heroic challenges left. And even though there's not any rewards for it, I still want to do it just to say it's done. But I didn't want to finish it that same day, because then it's like there's no more left. But yeah, the next installment of Curse of Next Rammus should be coming this week, as long as they stay on schedule, so we'll see. That lag though was crazy. Anyway, let's see who's streaming Choice Chamber right now. These are videos. Oh, cool! It actually found my it found Choice Chamber. Hold on a second. There's no one streaming it right now. So the opportunity is right there. So thank you, Theater Jeff. You know, I'm involved in the industry, but it's hard to keep up with all the stuff that's out there. You know, you could be on all these different PR lists, and who can really keep up with all that stuff? Let's browse by game, because I think someone's got to be streaming this. It's too cool not to. Choice Chamber. Someone's got to be streaming this. No channels live. I hope these guys are not struggling. I'm gonna try to find these guys the contact information and see how we could collaborate. This is just too cool of a project to not support it. Now, the Kickstarter did get funded last I checked. Fully funded. Studio Bean is behind Choice Chamber. One Mr. Bean. Alright, we got some follows coming your way, Studio Bean. Let's see how much Choice Chamber raised. Sadly, with a lot of this crowdfunding, there's people that get tons of bank and then they just bounce, and that's not cool. So this guy's in San Francisco. He's probably barely paying rent. That's what happens with these guys. The project by One Mr. Bean in San Francisco, 12 backed to raise $35,000. $35,612 pledged out of the $30,000 goals. Oh, 821 backers. Okay. So this was when was this back? Estimated delivery 2014 December. So cool. The early beta access. Estimated delivery December 2014. Everything December 2014. So that, well, we'll see what happens. Because obviously, people that funded after the fact should get some love too. But I understand the Kickstarter people. 2 backers pledged $2,000 or more. So let's talk about stretch goals. 35K was co-op mode. They didn't make that. Oh, they did. Yeah. Co-op mode. And then it's at $40,000. Music by C418. Original game soundtrack from the musician for Minecraft. Well, that's not a big deal. Backers get special powers. Oh. I want to get into. Oh, so here we go. They have Twitter contacts. Chelsea Howe, design. Michael Molinari, design, art, programming. That's One Mr. Bean. And then Kent Muto, character, creature design. I hope it didn't mess up your name. He's got his own thing. BarrettComic.com. Cool. Chelsea designs games and trains dogs almost exclusively. That's cool. Now, what does Michael do? The main guy, he's an independent developer with a strong focus on experimentation, narrative, and bright colors. I love the bright colors. Very smart. Do I need to use Twitch, be a streamer to play? Is the game fun when you don't have many viewers? It's a good question. Yep, the Twitch integration works for any number of viewers. In fact, if you only have a few viewers, the interaction has more weight on the game's outcome than in a more populated. Yeah. That's probably the best. This is probably best for us smaller streamers, because we get to really get people excited and get them talking about what we're doing. Of course, you know, once it catches on, all the big streamers are doing it. It's like, no one's gonna come to our little channel. But see, I have a feeling this is gonna make some people want to go to the smaller channels because they want their decisions to have more weight. So this is pretty darn awesome, if you ask me. So I'm gonna follow up with these folks. I'm very excited about this. But back to other stuff now. We started getting to Cards Against Humanity. I wanted to play the official thing. I love Will Wheaton and all the people that have contributed to the card sets. But gosh, the buy-in, even for the online version, I think is like $50, and that's too much for a starving artist like myself. I'm a cheap bastard too. Even if I have the money thanks to your donations, but that needs to be really putting aside for stuff like Blue Cam and upgrading my rig and all that stuff. Which I need to upgrade my rig before I can really support Blue Cam and have picture-in-picture and multiple video windows. But I'm working on it. So, thanks to, again, Fear to Jeff, we discovered a alternative to Cards Against Humanity. And since Cards Against Humanity uses Creative Commons license, you could take that content and repurpose it, I think, with the way they have it licensed through Creative Commons, as long as you're not doing it for profit. So if it's free, cool. So there's a thing called Pretend You're Zizzy, which starts with the X. Just look it up, you'll find it. Cards Against Humanity clone will come up. It's a web-based Cards Against Humanity game. Doesn't have much polish, but it's functional. It's very buggy, but there's tons of games you could join on there, and it's so much fun because, especially if you're a writer or just a creative person, you can weave your own weird narratives. If you have a very off-color sense of humor, like I do, and many of us at the Geektastic Network do, you'll totally love it. This is totally not safe for work, and it's probably highly offensive, but I won last night after drinking till I think we finished around 5 or 6 in the morning. It was like 5:30. It was the last. I played 2 matches. One was like an hour long. The other one was like 2 hours long. I don't know. It felt like it was a long time, and we ended up finishing the last match around 5:30. I'm pretty sure Eastern. But I won with the card that went out it said blank is proof that autistic people can function normally or something like that, and I put. My card was an instant win card. It was like masturbating on an unconscious person's feet. So wrong. And Cards Against Humanity is basically, I love it because it helps you become less of a prude. If you can't take things with a grain of salt, laugh at everything and just not take yourself too seriously, just enjoy yourself, and realize that with comedy nothing is safe. If you can't do that, don't play Cards Against Humanity. But if you could try to do that, you'll really enjoy it, and realize that nothing is sacred in this. Religion, politics, nothing. I mean, they talk about furries and rape culture and hentai. I mean, I think there was even cards that have bestiality, and then there's blank cards. People can write whatever they want. So if you're offended easily, don't play Cards Against Humanity. But if you're not, I'd like to invite you guys. We'll be setting up custom games. I'm going to try to build up the hype. Again, get to geekyantics.net. Go on the forums. We'll try to coordinate it there. I really want to get that being one of our main hubs. We have the Steam community groups, but people don't really use that much. And I'd rather keep everything on our site because we control that ecosystem. And Steam has been weird lately, so yeah, there's been some issues there. But yeah, let's do Cards Against Humanity. We'll do Pretend You're Zizzy, so then everybody can jump into it. You don't have to pay anything, and we'll have fun with that. It is very buggy, but I want to set up a private game. We'll put the password on the stream. I'll probably simulcast that on Geeky Antics and my channel, so we get as many people as possible joining us, and we'll do like 2 or 3 games back to back. Doing it under the influence of alcohol, if you are drinking age, is probably best because it's just so much fun and you just kick back and relax. So have a glass of wine and have your favorite snack and just chill. Join us on the stream, chat on there, and it has a built-in chat, but we'll do our own chat. But that's gonna be fun. So with Choice Chamber and the Cards Against Humanity clone, maybe the original game too. If you want to donate it, hey, I'm not. I would love to play the real game because the clone is a little brutal, but I love to just do the clone so we get everybody involved and you don't have to pay anything. So and you can have up to 10 players. You can do more, but I wouldn't recommend it. because then the games could take quite a while. We had 6 players, and they took a while. I think 6 might be the magic number. Anything more than that might be a little bit too much. And then you also give enough people the chance to be the card czar, where the card czar is basically the person that votes which cards fit the narrative the best, or the question the best. So, it's me. Think of Taboo. It's got like aspects of Taboo, categories, In a Pickle, Apples to Apples, Flux. Definitely, very much kind of had that aspect. All those kind of game mechanics in the work there, and it's a great tabletop experience. Will Wheaton has said that he loves the game and he would love to put it on the tabletop show, but it just doesn't fit their format. But I would love to. I think it could really work if they just do like an 8-point game, you know, with just 4 people. I think it could be pretty darn sweet. But like, you know, I can understand it's a very subjective game. Like, there's more luck than there is skill involved, and it's not as fun to watch. But it's a social experience, and it's just so much fun. Again, though, it could get pretty offensive, and that might be why. That's like a sailor with a very dirty mouth would just completely love this thing. Yes, we got that coming. Cards Against Humanity. We got Choice Chamber. I want to try to do some testing tonight, so we can see if the prototype that I have works, the beta that I have works. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get that going. Tonight is also a big night where I do support my fellow podcasters. As a matter of fact, in just a few minutes, our 9cast is going to start over at allgames.com. So I like to support them. So I probably won't be doing any streaming until around. Probably around 10, 11. So, yeah, we'll see. And that's Eastern again. What else? Stream donations. Whether I'm offline or online, I'm using I'mRaising.com to set up a tracker where the first goal basically is $1,500 to upgrade my rig, and I think there'll be more than enough left over after I get the key parts done. I need a new version of Windows. I need a new processor, probably a new case. I have an awesome power supply, a great solid video card. Probably a new video card would be good. But those are the absolutely crucial things. And then maybe stretch that to get a new hard drive to just install, like SSD drive to install Windows 2, and then have all my apps running off of something else. Well, it's gotta be such a. I'm a techie, but I hate freaking going through the whole upgrade process. You gotta reinstall everything. Luckily, Steam does help out with that because it is cloud-based, but I'm rambling on. But if you want to donate, geekyantics.net/donate. And you guys have been awesome. People have been donating while I'm offline, sending me messages of encouragement, saying, "Dude, I'll stream some more. I know you're really busy, but we miss you." It's like I so appreciate that, guys. You have no idea. And if I could do this 24/7, I would. This is my vision. This is my dream, to be able to stream at least, 4 to 5 hours a day, focus on my writing and game design. That's the stuff that I love. And then, in between that, doing the social media stuff and doing meetups, going to conventions and stuff like that. That'd be great. We are still planning to do Walker Stalker Con. When I say we, me, myself, a bunch of people from All Games Network and from Geeky Answers Network, getting the gang together to meet up in Atlanta, which isn't too far from me. It's, it's about 2 or 3 hours. And October is the weekend of October 19th, 16th through 19th, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever weekend that is, it's a Friday through Sunday. I'm gonna try to do the whole full weekend. And my brother might be even coming, so that'd be interesting because he is such a troll. He's just, if you like people that have no filter and just tell how it is and just do crazy stuff, especially when they get intoxicated. Yeah, my little brother is crazy. So that's gonna be interesting. I hope we can make it, and I invite you guys. If you're gonna make it to Walker Stalker Con, let me know. WalkerStalkerCon.com. It's basically it started off as the Walking Dead fan kind of thing convention, and it's just evolved to zombie stuff, horror, everything in that universe, video games, podcasts, TV shows, movies, all that stuff. It's just an amalgamation of the entire community and creative forces behind that. Super stoked, and then the reason I'm most stoked about it is to meet my fellow podcasters, Twitch streamers, and everything. So it'll be a great networking event. We'll have fun, get to meet new people, and really make that connection. Because as much as I love the online stuff, I do realize I need to sometimes get outside and get some fresh air and meet people and shake hands and kiss babies and all that stuff. So that's another goal. And this $1,500 goal for the stream donations will help make that happen, because if I can stream more consistently, I can do marathon sessions, do the fundraising, and get to that point where Twitch finally says, hey, you know, you are kind of a big deal. Because I mean, they've seen all my thousands upon thousands of followers on my blogs, my different websites, on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. I have, it's something I don't have huge followings, but I have lots of engagement, you know, and I convert very well on my audience regardless of the size. But they just look at the YouTube. It's like YouTube is oversaturated. You can't look at those metrics. Look at the social media following overall. It's funny. And the proof is in the pudding. Because I'm going to say this to Twitch, if you're watching this, man, which I doubt it, but if you guys do watch this, I have taken part in contests where it was basically the bigger the audience, the more chance you had, the better of a chance you had of winning, because they counted comments, shares, reblogs, all the social media, social actions. They counted that as points, and I had the most comments and a lot of shares. I had the highest conversion rate on people taking action. You know, see, from clicking an article, viewing it, to actually taking action, I had the highest conversion rate with the smallest audience. And because of that, people that had hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of followers and overall audience, or reach, a total reach in the millions, I kept up with them because I actually had people that took action and were highly engaged. And I think that's important to look at. Don't just look at the volume, look at the engagement and the depth of that connection. And that's what I hope to bring to what I do. You know, even with writing, you know, I've done ghostwriting for a long time. I want to do published works and then use those as platforms to create video games and create conversations and communities around those ideas and concepts that I'm so passionate about. Because as you can tell, I freaking ramble on. But you know, before I do ramble on further, so let's recap it. We got Choice Chamber and Cards Against Humanity clones coming as ways for us to connect and have fun together. And I think those are great platforms because we could get everyone involved somehow. You could spectate, you could interact, you could be part of the experience, and that's the kind of stuff I want to do more of and see more of. Because, you know, I love MOBAs and I love, you know, games like Goat Simulator or FTL, but you know, some of those games are single player and some of those games have a very limited amount of people you can interact with, which is why I'm trying to get away from those. You know, but Soul Forge and Hearthstone, those have been good for me because I could play with people one-on-one, finish the matchup pretty quick, and rotate like that. But even then, you know, until they do group battles or leader teams or something like that, there's very limited community aspect in there. But, you know, they're workable. But anyway, so stay tuned for that. I'm super stoked about getting Choice Chamber to work. I hope that it will work tonight, so we could probably do that late night. And yeah, but anyway, let me get going. R9 Cast is starting up. Allgames.com. Don't forget, check us out on geekyantics.net. We got podcasts, we got videos, we got the Twitch stream team, giveaways. The latest giveaway is ending this week, so make sure you get over there, geekyantics.net, geekyantics.net/giveaways. I know I talk really fast. Geekyantics.net, and you can see all the information somewhere down there and up here. I think I have it down there, right? Down there. But thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been Yogizilla's Geektastic vlog. I am Yogizilla, but you know, friends call me Yogi. My real name is Yomar, but my friends IRL call me Yogi. And this is IRL. I am serious about this online stuff. Doesn't matter if we share a drink at a bar or hang out in my backyard and do some barbecuing, you know, or we just play stuff online, you know, hang out online. You all matter to me. I don't like salty dogs. But if you're salty, I may not pay attention to you too much. I might hide from you. Just letting you know. By the way, let me get out of here. Love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.